Welcome to a new episode of Extreme School Makeovers. This is Ragnar Powell Jr., your neighborhood hero. All right, I got one for you today. We're going to be cutting back some monkey grass. We're going to be doing some pruning. We're going to be doing some weeding. We're going to be doing some leaf cleanup. And we're going to go ahead and put a little touch on it and do a little bit of mulching. All right, yeah, just to give it a little bit of take because the fall is here, and now is a good time to do that fall mulching to get the schools looking right once all the leaves and stuff fall down, just to make it look nice and presentable. Okay, and I'm gonna do another context today. Yeah, I know you like seeing this face. So who am I to deny? People have seen this face. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do another little context summary of, why I do it, how it should be done and things of that nature, okay? And just to get a little bit of description of what goes into the video, okay? Because, I may not, know a lot, but I know a little bit, okay? So we can go ahead and keep helping these schools one school at a time, all right? They desperately need the help on the inside and the outside, and I'm always here for it. And who am I to deny the people of all this gifts that I have? Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to see you in a minute because I'm not even going to take all your time, okay? Because I know you're like, hey, man, let's go ahead and get into this video. All right, so with that being said, thank you for tuning in. It's very, very much appreciated, and I'll see you in a minute. Love you. I'm back. I told you I'd be right back. All right. You got to deal with me for another 15 minutes. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into the video. Thanks for tuning in. I very, very much appreciate it. All right. Most of the time when the fall sets in and leaves and stuff start to fall and things of that nature, a lot of people don't do pruning, okay? It's good to do the pruning before the first frost, okay? Because you want everything to look nice and neat. You want it to look manicured, and you want it to look presentable. Because sometimes, like here in the Northeast, last year was the first time we got some snow in a long time, okay? And if it's just cold outside and there's no snow and this and that, the third, you want your bushes and you want everything to try to stay as manicured and as clean as possible. So that's why I recommend to prune before the first frost, okay? If you prune while it's frost on there, or if you prune while it's below temperatures and things of that nature, you'll take a chance of killing the shrubs out or the bushes that you're pruning. You'll take a chance of killing them out completely, okay? So with these Yuanabas, they stay yellow all year round. When they get in shade, they wind up turning, if they don't get no sun, they wind up turning a greenish color. So they're good for focal points and things of that nature. Okay, so that's why you'll see a lot of places. Yeah, you had to cut that big weed down because you didn't want that to hit that window. You ain't want that to hit that window. So yeah, cutting that down is a plus. Yeah, but with the Iwanabas, you want to make sure that they're good, but they get green when they don't get no sunshine. They don't stay yellow, but when they, get, as you can see, it's still some greenish that's on the inside where the sun wasn't hitting it. You see that? So, yeah, so yellow is good. The Iwanabas are good, but they're not deer tolerant. Okay. If you have problems with deers at your school or your residence or something like that, Iwanabas is not the way to go, okay? Because them deers are teared up. You come outside and see nothing but sticks. I remember I did that one time, man. I planted these Iwanabas, man. It came out, them deer said I was mad as all over. But here, now was a good time to trim the monkey grass back, okay? Because they have new blooms coming up in the fall, and they'll have new blooms coming up in the springtime, okay? So, but mainly the springtime, okay? A lot of people cut them back in the fall just so they'll be free for when the springtime come. But you can always wait to cut them down in around March or the first week of April or something like that, because the new blooms will be starting to sprout, around about that time, okay? So you want to make sure, if you cut it down later, you want to make sure you cut it high enough where you're not cutting the new buds off of there, okay? So that's why it's good to do it beforehand, because you won't be disturbing any of the buds or the new growth that's coming up, okay? You want it to look nice, neat, manicured, and it looks a hot mess like it does now, because if you don't cut it back, it'll get real jumbo together, and then if it gets jumbo together, it starts dying out and giving you a brownish color versus the deep forest green color, or if you go variegated, you'll get a yellowish green color, okay? So it's good to cut them back now, so you can go ahead and get that new growth in the springtime. It'll be A-okay. And as always, cleaning these leaves up is a must, okay? As you can see, they hadn't got no leaves up. So cleaning the leaves up is a must, just to make sure that everything is nice, neat, and manicured. I go to countless schools where they just not blowing the leaves. They're trying to mow over all the leaves and mulch it in the ground and saying that it's nutrients and stuff like that. Yes, in some cases it is, but that leaves kills the grass out, okay? I understand that schools are not getting any seeding or no fertilizations or no aerating or something like that. Now, if you're going to a private school or something like that, yeah, you'll get that stuff there. But if you're going to a public school, no, you're not getting none of that stuff, no type of treatment. So people will try to mulch it in the ground because they're saying it's the needed nutrients for the ground and stuff like that. But realistically, it's not doing nothing but creating patches in the yard. Okay, so if you go to somewhere or a school or a property or something where you see a lot of people that all they do is just mulch it into the grass, you'll see when they go to blow it down, you'll see that they have patches in the grass, because all that acid from the leaves just kills the grass out, and it'll either be yellowish there or it'll just leave a bald spot. Okay, so if you can at these schools, please just get the leaves up, okay, and trim away from these windows, please, okay. I don't know, a good gust of wind can tear them up, okay. All right, yes, so with that being said, with the leaves, okay, just make sure you get them up. If you don't have no way to haul them or something like that, find the nearest spot and just, pile them all there. And if it's just like a spot that's out the way, that's not visible, and you want to try to shred it up there and this and that or whatever the case may be, make a compost pile or something like that, hey, I'm all for that, okay? But in the immediate areas in the front of the schools, please just get them all out of there and just make sure everything is nice, neat, and presentable. Okay. So, but one thing about when I was cleaning up, I saw they had like a little tombstone that was up under these Joannibus here, and if I can find a photo or something, I'll try to put it up. But if not, it was a principal that was there for 2 years, and evidently, I think he had this stuff planted. Okay, and they wound up putting his tombstone right there, and they wind up dedicating the grounds to him. So I'm glad I came by and did this, so it'll be good and in remembrance of him. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try to find the photo in the video, and I'm gonna put it on the before and afters. Okay. So after the before and afters, it'll pop up and you'll be able to see the memorial. Okay. So stay tuned towards the end. All right. This is just a strip of grass that was up against the school building. As you see, they're in dire need of a good landscape. Just a couple bushes in the front, okay? But, we'll prune them up, and then once we start getting the good sponsorships in 2026, we're going to go to these schools and do the whole shebang. All right? So, but in the meantime, just pruning them up, making them look nice and neat, just so when the students and staffs get there, it'll be nice, neat, and presentable. Okay, you just have to maintain. Even the little fella right here, we got to make sure the little fella good too. All right. So I did a mistake on this one. I pruned it up, but as you can see, there's some dead in the back of the bush. Okay, I should have, cut that out, but I didn't cut that out. So when you're pruning bushes and you see dead like this in the back, take your hand snips or your pruning shears or whatever you use to cut, and just take it on out so it'll be nice, neat, and presentable. It's looking clean and neat already, ain't it? I told y'all I know a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. All right, so we're adding a splash of color with the brown mulch, okay? Most people say they like the red mulch and things of that nature, but we're going for the modern look or the school look. And the brown looks good, and it complements the yellow, okay? It brings the yellow out just a little bit more when you bring the brown mulch in, okay? It gives you a more modern feel, okay? So, yes, but make sure that you do your mulching and you clean everything up and make sure that everything is A-okay, okay? And in the near future, we're going to be doing more of this, okay? We're going to be doing more mulching, more planting. I'm in the works of talking to a couple of sponsors, and we're going to see how we can make this work, and we're going to get these schools good, okay? We're going to start hitting the travel market and start going to other cities and states and beautifying schools, because from what I'm hearing in these DMs, there are a lot of schools that need it, okay? Not every city has a grounds crew coming in and doing they're relying on the janitorial service that doesn't really know what to do. So if I can do the training for the janitorial service and then turn around and come and help out with the mulching, that'll be brighten my day. That would be like the highlight of everything, just to be able to do that. Okay, that's just like, oh man, all this hard work and dedication will come to fruition, okay? So that's the goal. I want to be able to do the training and go and help and get, students and staff and everybody involved, so we can have these schools looking good and getting the youth involved in the community. Okay, so that's about it for this video. Okay, thank you for staying towards the end. I very much appreciate it. Okay, if you hadn't already, hit the subscribe button, give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment. All feedback is good feedback, in my opinion. Help out the channel a little bit. It'd be very much appreciated. Hit that notification bell so you'll be abreast of what the neighborhood hero got in store for you. Leave a comment below and just let me know what you think, or do you have any ideas or any suggestions that you think could have been better for here or any other school that we're doing. And leave a DM and let me know, leave a comment below and let me know what your school looks like in your area, what the schools look like in your area, okay? Send me a city and state where you're from, and just tell me what your schools look like, okay? Because we're trying to get to wherever we can get to make it happen, all right? We got to make all these schools look marvelous. All right. So stay tuned for the before and afters, and I'll see you all next week. Do you all like seeing my face? Leave a comment below or hit that like button. Let's get it up to about 1,000 likes just for the face. All right. So thank you for tuning in to Extreme School Makeovers, and I'll see you all next Sunday. Next Sunday, another episode of Extreme School Makeovers. I messed up with that day of limb right there. Whew, but we'll get it next time. I'll see you all next week. Love you.